Hi guys, I hope that you're doing really well, and I'm back with another video. This time this is going to be a bit controversial. Some people might like it, some people might not. Okay, that's why I'm calling it controversial. It's something, if you have read the title, you know what it is. Weak-minded person, strong-minded person. Now, many people say this, that I'm a strong-minded person. Many people don't say this, that I'm a weak-minded person. Obviously, they won't say that. They don't want to embarrass themselves. Obviously. Anyways, so I thought about it. That word just popped up in my head one day. I was like, interesting. And then I thought about making some questions. So I've made 4 questions that I have made for you guys, which you have to answer. And according to your answer, I'll give you a insight as to why that is, and what are the benefits and not the benefits of being a weak person and a strong-minded person, and the difference between the two, and what my opinions are. So these questions and what I'm going to tell to you are not my opinions. My opinion is going to come at last. This is the thing that I find which is common in weak-minded and strong-minded people. Okay, so get ready. And I'm gonna talk about my first question right about now. So if you need to pause this video after hearing the question, pause the video, think about it, listen to the video again. I'll repeat it 2 times, okay? Listen to the video again and rewind, listen to the video and listen to the question again, and then decide what your answer is. Most of it is yes or no. The third one is gonna be a different option, so I'm gonna tell you what the options are. So let's go on with the first question. Let me just check. Here's the first question. Here it is. Do you often listen to others and not listen to yourself? I'll repeat it. Do you listen to others often and you don't listen to yourself? At this point it's like a bit different. Both the questions, the way I put it is different, but anyways, you got the gist, right? So pause this video right about now. If you need more time, pause this video right now so you can decide what is it, yes or no. Okay, if you have decided already, let's go on deep into it. Now if your answer was yes, well, I have to say congrats, but no congrats. You are a weak-minded person. Not exactly. I'm gonna tell you what the thing is. Okay. So if you're in that category, I'm gonna tell you something. It's good to listen to others, but not too much. Okay. Like, it's not a benefit listening to others, because most of the times others who have not even been in that situation or don't have much experience tell us to do certain things that they don't understand. People who are not reasonable, people who are not, the people that you should not take advice from, you take advice from, and you do things because they tell you to do it in a certain way. And what happens is that if you do it too many times, you might fall into a very big loophole, and you don't even want to fall in that loophole, but you will fall in it because you just listen to other people's advice and what they tell you to do. That is the downside of being that kind of a person, and being that kind of person is a weak-minded person. Now if your answer was no, that would mean that you're a strong-minded person. Now the thing with strong-minded person is that they won't go in that path, but at the same time, if you do this too much of not listening to others, what's going to happen is that you're going to miss out on fair warnings, and you're going to fall on the same loopholes. The only difference is that you're going to fall willingly, while the weak-minded does not want to fall willingly, but he falls regardless. He or she falls regardless. So that's basically the only difference. Both of them fall in the loophole because both of them are doing it too much. If you listen to people too much, you're going to fall into a loophole. If you don't listen to people too much, you're going to fall into a loophole. It's so weird. Way to go. Anyways, so this one, I would say that both weak-minded, strong-minded, 1-1. Okay, so let's go to the second question. Now second question, again, these questions build up on each other. Okay, so you'll see some similarities here and there. Okay, and they'll build on each other and you'll understand how is it. Okay, so let's go to the second question. Where's the second question? Here's the second question. Second question: do you like things to happen according to the way you like it to happen? Do you like things to happen or be a certain way according to how you want them to be? I'm talking about things, I'm talking about people, whatever it is. Okay? You understand the gist of it. This is the second question. Now, if you did not understand the question, rewind, listen to me again, and then decide. Okay? This is again gonna be a yes and no question. Decide whether you want to choose yes or no, and also do it according to what resonates with you most. Okay? Now, if you have not decided, pause this video seriously. What's the point of making this video if you're not doing yes and no? Okay? It's just for fun. Come on. Stay along. If you have been doing that, good. And I'm gonna tell it now. If you haven't not decided, pause this video now. If you have decided, I'm gonna tell you the answer. If you have chosen yes, then you are a strong-minded person in this particular thing. Okay? So you want things to be in a particular way. That means you have strong taste. That means you have strong opinions upon things. That means you want things to be in a certain way because you have strong opinions on that. That shows that you are a person of strong taste or strong opinions. A person who would like things to be in a certain way. Now, if you are on the other side and saying that no, that means you're a weak-minded person. You don't care that much. Just because you don't have that strong of opinions for things and you don't have specific things to think too much on, and you don't like to think on small things too much, or even things that you should think about or should not think about, you don't think about it that much, and that makes you a person who's just more calm, serene, and cool-minded. You're fine with things being in a certain way. You're not particular about your things. Now, I would say again, both of those things have their advantages and their disadvantages. Now we're going with the strong-minded one. So if you have chosen strong-minded in this sense that you have particular tastes, what's going to happen is that you're going to express that taste with every single person. And if a person does not do things in a particular way, you are going to probably pounce on them or probably distance yourself. Who knows what you're going to do. So that particularness, that strong taste and opinion is gonna come between you and the people that you are around with, because those people will not like it that much, and if you're strong-minded you might not care that much. So what happens is that people become not in favor with you. People don't keep up with you that much. People who are the right kind of people who listen to you for who you are and listen to the way you particularly do things will listen to you. The ones who don't want to listen will not listen. Now, in the case of the weak-minded, this is the strong point, because they are calm and chill with things. They don't have a problem with people, and people don't have a problem with them, because they're fine with whatever way things tend to be. But then too much, people might start to push you if you have chosen the weak side. Okay, people might start to push you around and make you do things in a particular way, and you would do it. Or people will start to shift your things or do things in a particular way that you don't want to them, but you're not too concerned about telling them and asserting that. Now, both of them have a disadvantage, both of them have an advantage. Okay, so this question also neutral 2 on 2. Okay, still neutral. The score is neutral. I don't think the score is gonna break, but let's see. Now moving on to the third question. The third question is, again, this one will have a different answer to it. It's not a yes and no question. It's a different kind of a question. Okay, I have to fix my hair a little bit. I got it cut. If you see my previous videos, I've got it cut now, so it's pretty recent. Anyways, third question. Let's see what the third question is. Where is the third question? Third question here. Okay. So the third question: how often do you debate and argue with others? How often? Okay, if I'm asking that question, how often, your answer could be a lot, a little, moderate, or not at all. These four answers, or whatever you feel that you want to say, whatever amount. Okay, if you prefer numbers like 1 to 10 or something like that, make anything up, but just think about it and come up with an answer. That's it. Okay, a lot, little, moderate, not at all. Okay, I'll give you time for this one. Pause this video if you need more time. I'm not gonna have a long pause in this video because looks weird. Yeah, it looks weird. Anyways, long pause short. If you want to pause it, pause it. If you have decided, let's move on. Now, if you have chosen to decide that you are moderately debating or you are highly debating person, that means you're strong-minded. Again, you have strong opinions and you try to express those opinions on other people. Understandable. But what happens with that, there's a lot of revolt. Now, many people would agree with you, many people might agree with you, where there are also people who will not agree with you. Now, that is okay. It's good to express your opinion, it's good to express your concern, it's good to express your emotions, whatever you're feeling. It's good to debate. Debating is not a bad thing, but done too much, debating might just turn against you. Because if you debate too much and you debate with every single person, obviously it is known that not everyone's the same and not everyone will have the same opinion towards something. So if you fight with everyone, if you have a debate with everyone's gonna turn their back to you. So you don't want to do that, obviously. Okay? So if you're choosing the weak-minded side, which is not at all, that would mean that you would like to avoid a fight and you would like to avoid an argument. So you're agreeable. So you agree towards things. That is what you are fine with. You don't have any strong opinions that you will try to express it to them. Even if you have strong opinions, you keep it to yourself. And because of that, you are agreeable with people and people are fine roaming around with you. Now, this also done too much is going to lead into trouble, because again, the case happens that people start to exert their opinions onto you, and you being unwilling yet not wanting to confront them on this will accept it nonetheless, even when you don't want to. That is the downside of being in that side. So both the things have a downside, both the things have an advantage. Again, a neutral score. My god, you guys must have been thinking, what is going on? All these questions and everything's neutral. Where is he going at? I'll tell you where I'm going at, okay? Third question, neutral, so 1-1. So that means 3-3. Fine. Let's see if the fourth one can break some, tension. So let's go to the fourth one. The fourth one is right over here. Can you bend people to agree with you? Can you make people agree to you? That's the best way I could frame it. Fourth question, last question. If you want to pause this video, okay? Because I've told you I don't like big, long silences. So pause this video if you have not thought about it. If you could think about it in an instant, that's good. That's not bad. If you have thought about it, good. If you have not, pause this video and let's discuss which answer is what. Now, if you say yes, that means obviously you're a strong-minded person. That would mean that you would bend people to agree with you. You make them agreeable. So you exert some leadership type power. You have that fire to exert people to agree with you and to make people say, yes, you're right. The thing of wanting to be right. That's also something that many strong-minded people have in them. Okay, so that's a good thing, but done too much, that thing can turn against you. Because once you show that fire too much, and if you try to force them into agreeing with you at every single point, what's going to happen is that people are going to turn against you, people are going to betray you, people are going to backstab you, what not. Man, even gossip. Who knows? Okay, So if you just try to force them into agreeing with you with every single point, what's gonna happen is that you're gonna fall in this big down pit called no loyalty, no trust, no honesty, and a complete back stabbing barrage. That's the loophole right here, right here. Okay, so strong-minded people, be aware. Okay, moving on to the weak-minded people. If you are that kind of person who does not bend people to agree with you, that means you agree with them, right? And you don't care whether they necessarily agree with you or not, because your opinions are more higher for you, and you don't care. Probably you don't care of what they say. That's good. Now, thing with that, if it's done again too much, okay, you might understand where I'm going with this. If you have done this too much, what's gonna happen is that people are not gonna respect you. People are not gonna, like, you have to have some exertion. You have to debate once in a while. If you are that kind of a person who does not debate at all, or does not try to prove their point once in a while is fine. Don't have to do it every time. I'm not saying to you that you have to prove your point. You have to. If you don't, it won't work. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that you have to prove your point every single time. What I'm saying is that once in a while, if you do that, people will respect you for that. Okay? But if you don't do it at all, people are not going to respect you. People are going to treat you. People are going to dismiss you. People can even neglect you at some point because you don't share your opinions and you are very neutral with everything. People don't like people who are neutral. At the same time, people don't like people who are too strong for them. Okay? See where I'm going? Okay, so fourth question, again a neutral. Both have disadvantages, both have advantages. Sad. That is 4 and 4. Who would have guessed it? But me. Okay, so I'll tell you something, the reason as to why these questions and why my answers were like this. It's to explain to you that many YouTubers out there might talk about how to be more strong-minded. I for sure know that I have done a video on mental strength. Now, I want you to understand that I'm approaching it in a different manner. Mental strength is good, but having some mental strength is good, but you don't have to be this kind of a person who just, goes all crazy like that David Goggins guy, that Navy guy, bro. Seriously, you don't have to go through that level of intensity of mental strength. You don't have to go through all that. A little bit of mental strength will do, okay? Anything in the middle, okay? Anything too much is not good. Why do you think that guy is lonely? Well, I'm guessing that he's lonely. I don't know if he's lonely or not. That sure does seem like a lonely guy. I don't know. Anyways, so what the point is over here is that many people out there are talking about how to be strong, or you have to be strong mentally. You should be a mentally strong person. You should have your own ideas. You should fight people for it. See, anything too much is not gonna be good. Okay? Anything too much will not be good for you. That is why I'm telling you one understandable thing. Stay in the middle and don't try to go to the extremes, because the extremes will have extreme advantages and extreme disadvantages. So if you're that kind of a person who likes extreme advantages and disadvantages, by all means go there. If you're that kind of a person who wants to benefit out of all the advantages and not take much disadvantages, stay in the middle. Seriously. Don't be a weak-minded person. Don't be a strong-minded person. Don't let it go to your head that you're a weak-minded person or a strong-minded person. Stay in the middle. And even when people ask you, are you a strong-minded or a weak-minded person, say to them that I'm in the middle. That's it. That is when you understand that being in the middle is better than being in the two extremes. Everything in life you will see that being in the middle has always been good in some way or the other, because when you're in the middle, you're benefiting from one thing and you're benefiting from another thing. When you stay in the middle, you're in the best of both the worlds, and you're not taking any disadvantages of any of the worlds. That's why you're in the middle. So it's always good to be in the middle. Okay, so if you understood this, amazing. I'm glad that I could throw out that strong-minded, weak-minded kind of an attitude, because I'm seeing many people have that attitude nowadays. They come to me and they say, man, seriously, Ron, do something. I'm not a strong-minded person. How do I become more strong-minded? I'm like, come on. You don't have to be a strong-minded person. You have to understand what you have to do at a particular moment, and that something you have to understand something. That something is that once in a while, doing something once in a while is better than doing it always. Okay? Don't go to the extreme. Don't become a completely mentally strong person. Don't go a completely negative and completely weak-minded person. Be in the middle. Be in the middle. Be a middle-minded person. It's a new term. Middle-minded person. Now that's a good term. Anyways, so if you understood what's the point of this video and why I made this video, good. If you had a breakthrough, great. If you learned something, amazing. If you have done all three of these, put a comment down below. Tell me what all those three things were: learning, breakthrough, and understanding my point. Okay, so put down in the comment below what you understood, what you liked the most. If you like some expression of mine, do tell me, so I'll do the expression more to freak out people or to make people laugh. I don't know which one. Okay, seriously, but some comments would be good. Anyways, so I'll leave you at this point, and this is the end of this video, and keep on the lookout for more videos and my podcasts. Go down the description, check my notes out. I always keep my notes there. You can always take things from my notes and you can make it your own learnings. And go check the PDF guides. I keep updating them. I think so I have not. I'll start working on a new PDF guide now. Yay. And join the Facebook group. Come on, once you join the Facebook group, you will be able to get in touch with me, and you will be able to understand things through a different perspective. That is my perspective, and you can get help. You should always ask for help, because we are great helpers. We can help others, we can observe others, but we are not good self-observers, and we are not good self-helpers. We can't help ourselves or let others help us. So, okay, join the Facebook group and get some help. If you have been sticking around in this video till this point, extremely appreciated it. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next video. Have a good day. Bye bye.